What's up, 20s? We're back after a week.
Yeah.
We're feeling productive.
Less than a week, actually.
Yeah, less than a week. Look at us being productive. So today, we're going to talk about something fun. Something intriguing. And we're going to... Why are you laughing?
What a way to describe it.
No, it's just... it's an interesting topic.
It is. It is.
And it is guilty pleasures.
We're having a rough day today, you guys.
A rough week.
Yeah.
It's been...
Oh, don't get me started.
The week is really... It's funky.
It's the full moon thing.
It's like so busy and I don't know, things are picking up. It's like this post-Omicron, like everyone wants to be out.
This is true.
Everyone wants to bother you. Like, that's just the week. Like,
yeah, this week sucked for me.
Yeah.
Mentally. But on top of that, it's raining right now in Boston.
Right.
And it's not a good Thursday, really.
Yeah, it's really gloomy. This weather would have been perfect if we're like staying in, you know, drinking some hot cocoa with marshmallows.
Whoa, okay. So that's what you do on your days off.
Cuddled up with your mans, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just want to say quickly, today you'll notice if you're watching that I look a little different. And that's because I put my hair on a sleek bun.
With
and
baby hairs.
This is highly requested by Alfonso, I will say.
I love her baby hairs.
This microphone closer to me.
On the sides.
Yes, I could never tell if you're joking or not, but ever since the summer, in the summertime, I used to put my hair, you know, I have really boring, like, black straight hair, and I was trying to think of ways to, you know, get things a little more exciting in this department. And so I started doing this, like, sleek bun type of hairstyle with, like, my baby hairs enhanced. And I put gel on that. And you guys see what I'm talking about? This is literally Alfonso's reaction. Every time I have this hairstyle, he's like, yes, baby hair. And starts dying. And I'm like... Are you like
it's up for interpretation?
Like that's what I'm saying. My interpretation is that you're making fun of me.
No, it's cute. I love baby hairs. It's like, oh, that's adorable.
Okay, I'll take adorable. But anyway, yeah, I get that I look... People tell me that I look very different when I have my hair in this hairstyle. So yeah, I just wanted to try something new. And yeah, here we are. And you're looking cute yourself.
I'm looking, you know, bummy, appropriate for this weather with my hood on.
Yes.
Some baggy jeans. And we have a work event tonight.
And that's how you're looking? I'm joking.
Oh my God.
No, I'm joking. It's appropriate. It's appropriate. No, he looks very cute. Who am I to really say anything? I wear hoodies all the time. And
right. Don't read me like that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, back to the topic.
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures. Okay, let's just start with, let's acknowledge the fact that, why is it called guilty pleasures? Like, if it brings pleasure to you, why do you need to feel guilty about it?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't, like, it's just another term that was constructed by society to make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Hence,
another one.
Hence the word guilty pleasure. Like,
yeah.
Why we gotta be guilty about it, you know?
This is true. And I was also thinking on my walk here that I'm the type of person, as people may know, that I'm not really ashamed of the things that I say, or like I'm pretty extroverted in that sense. And guilty pleasures. It's a Thursday. Leave me alone. Guilty pleasures kind of fall in that same category where I'm like, I never feel guilty about it. That's why everybody knows what I do. Like, I'll tell you some of my guilty pleasures and tell you, like, and most of them I would be saying that people know about it. So really, I'm not feeling guilty about it.
Right. Like, you have no shame about it.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Which, it, you know, should be. I mean,
I have a little bit of shame.
Like, depending on what the guilty pleasure is.
Right, yeah. But overall, I'm, like, really open with the things that I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm an independent woman, and I live alone. I'm an adult. I can do things that I want.
Alexa, play Independent Woman.
Yes.
By Beyonce.
No, but that's literally how I feel about it. But why don't you start the conversation?
Yes. Okay, so guilty pleasure. so when I tried thinking about, coming up with a list of, okay, what brings pleasure to me that makes me feel guilty about it afterwards? And the first one is boba, also known as bubble tea. Love boba.
You do.
Like, I feel like I always ask you, like, hey, do you want to get boba afterwards? Like, after work.
Oh, you did promise me some boba today, by the way. Don't forget
Crickets.
that one.
No, I'm down. I'm so down.
I'm glad we're talking about this.
We get paid today, so.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll buy you that matcha.
Yes. Oh my
bubble
gosh.
tea.
I love you. Yes.
But anyway, I lost track.
That's
Oh
my
wait,
fault.
bubble
Boba.
tea. Yeah, I always get it. I think I've been better at not getting it like 4 times a week or 3 times a week. I only get it like, I don't know, like once a week or even like just twice a month. Like, I don't know. I'm better at it. But that's definitely the first thing that popped into my mind when you asked me like what my guilty pleasure is. Because afterwards, after drinking the bubble tea, I'm like,
You feel like crap.
sugar and fat added into my body. And that's rooted into my like body image issues
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and body dysmorphia. Like, that's definitely rooted. That guilty pleasure is specifically linked with my body image issues. So afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, I should have drank like, I don't know,
Water.
a healthy smoothie from like Life Alive or
Yeah.
water. Yeah. But I drank caramel or like a dirty brown sugar milk tea. Like,
But that's okay. I feel like you know this. Every time Alfonso guilt trips himself with the food situation, I'm always like, it's okay, like, don't worry
That's
about
true.
it. You work out, like, you're active. You're not just sitting at home all day and being unhealthy, you know what I mean? Like, you're constantly doing things. So it's okay to give yourself a break, you know what I mean?
that's true. And at least I don't, because like I feel like last summer oh my God, whenever I'm in the city, I have to get bubble tea while I'm walking around, and that's like
Good thing you don't
literally
live in the city.
4 times a week. Like,
That's a big problem. Yeah.
and especially when I was in college, like bubble tea trips with my friends, like,
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much sugar goes into that.
yeah,
Especially the smoothies, like, they put a lot of sugar, and that's the one that I like
Right.
usually.
And now, like, actually, like this year, I felt really guilty about it, about drinking bubble tea, to the point where now I've been getting the fruit teas. So instead of them using like, milk and sugar and all that fatty stuff, I just get the fruit tea,
Okay.
which is just,
nice.
like real fruits and
Right.
just cold tea, basically.
Oh, there's a solution to your guilty pleasure. You balance
Exactly.
it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Which
all about
I
balancing.
thought, I thought
honestly.
was a great kind of like alternative to what I was craving for.
Yeah, I love that.
But it's still not the same as the sweet milk teas.
But once in a while.
But once in a while, like fruit teas are a great alternative for your guilty pleasure for bubble tea.
Wow. Thank you,
Yeah.
Alfonso.
What about you?
Well, mine,
Dang, that's a long list. I'm looking at her phone and
No,
she
no,
got
no.
like 20
yes,
bullet
but I'm not
points.
going to talk about all of them because they're not all relatable. First one, this is something that I started again this year, is Brazilian novellas.
Oh, I love that.
That's a big guilty pleasure. Again, I'm very open about it.
It's a very
I
unique
don't care,
guilty pleasure.
but I love telenovelas, especially Brazilian ones. I mean, I'm Brazilian, so it's nice. Whenever I, like, watch it, I feel like I'm back home, and, like, I, subconsciously am, like, practicing Portuguese by listening
Yeah.
and things like that, because I'm not very exposed to Portuguese speakers right now, other than my mom. So, yeah, Brazilian novellas, I love it, and I highly recommend it, honestly.
Where
It's
do you
such-
watch them?
My friend let me use her Global Play account. Global is like our nationally known channel,
Yeah,
and that's where the best novellas are at. So
nice.
I'd be using
I
her account.
definitely used to watch Filipino telenovelas I think mostly when I was in high school,
Yeah.
living at home, my family still watches them all the time.
It's a bop.
Oh my god, they're so dramatic.
Yes.
It's like it's so funny. Like they're great actors, but like it's so
It's so overly
campy
dramatic.
and
Yeah.
over dramatic, and I get that guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I love it, honestly.
What exactly are you like
It's
watching
been-
right now? Like, what's the premise of the telenovela?
I'm watching Avenida Brasil, which is I just finished it actually. I started on January 1st, literally on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And it took me until now to finish it. There was 180 episodes. So I finally finished.
It'd be like that. They
Yeah,
really be
it's
obnoxious
so
with the
good.
episodes.
This is why I'm like, I will watch this proudly because I can watch this whole thing for a whole year and not have to
Yeah.
worry about all the YouTube and the Netflix and whatever.
Yep.
What is the novella about? It's about this woman. Her name is Carminha. And she is... It's hard to explain it in English.
Is it drama or is
It's
it
drama.
comedy?
It's
Okay.
drama.
Heavy drama.
Yeah, she's a stepmom and she was really mean to this girl, Nina. And Nina seeks revenge. And it's really kind of dramatic. Really dramatic. But she makes her way back in her life later on when she's an adult. And then there's so much that happens. Kidnapping, deaths, and there's...
That sounds like a classic telenovela.
Yeah, but it was so good in the end, you guys. Very good. Happy ending, but also like kind of sad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones, I will say.
Telenovelas in the Philippines, I think the most popular storyline is always, there's a husband and wife, and then the husband cheats.
Yes.
And
Classic.
then the wife and the mistress just fights over the man. And like, it's always like
It's always
cheating.
like that.
It's
yeah.
always about cheating. There has to be some cheating plot in
Yes.
telenovelas.
Anyway, that's a big guilty pleasure.
That's a really good
Oh,
one.
it's 111. Make your wishes.
That's a really good one.
Yes, it's a really, it's something that I love to do, honestly. I just started a new one last night, and I fell asleep watching it, so I have to go back today and rewatch it. But it was really good so far.
Nice.
So far, so good. I'll
That just,
keep you posted on
Yeah.
what happens.
I kind of want to get back into telenovelas now.
You should. They're good.
Yeah.
They're really good and really made me appreciate them as an adult. I'm like, because I watched them as a kid, like this one specifically, Avenida Brasil. I watched it as I was leaving Brazil because it didn't finish in time.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting for me to go back and do a recap on everything as an adult now. So yeah, really, really good. Loves it. I love that for me.
Well, my next one is basic. I feel like a lot of people will relate to this.
Yes.
Shopping. Like,
Yeah.
who doesn't feel good? I mean, rich people probably don't feel guilty when they go just shopping every single weekend. But when I go shopping, I'm like, did I really need those sneakers? Did I really need a fifth puffer jacket for winter?
Yes, you did.
Like, did I really need another basic t-shirt? Like,
I understand that.
shopping, guilty pleasure. I mean, it's basic, I can't really elaborate on it. It's pretty like
That's one of mine
self-explanatory.
too. I think I have a list, but shopping in general for me, oh my gosh, I had a terrible shopping habit growing up until recently, that I would buy, one thing and then repurchase it in different colors, and then it would just become like this crazy pile of things that I never wore or never needed.
Yeah.
And recently, since I moved, obviously the budget's a lot lower now. One reason why I haven't been shopping too much. But also I've been shopping for house items, so like home goods stuff. And that's my guilty pleasure, actually, one of them. Just decorating my apartment. But like decorating it, liking it for a week, and redecorating it. That's the type of vibe that I'm on right now.
Oh, man.
But I'm getting better. I finally got the very last piece of furniture that I wanted. And
Nice.
I don't know, I feel so guilty. This goes back to our fashion episode where the fast fashion and I guess shopping in general. That everything is recyclable, but you purchase, and then you don't have space for it, and it becomes such a huge problem. But, we work, we get paid, and if that's our way to reward ourselves, why not?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Same thing with food.
As long as, we're not like reckless with it, like not paying rent just to buy like an expensive, I don't know,
Oh, I wish.
sneakers, like that. Now that's a problematic guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're still responsible, like, okay, let me grab a cute pair of jeans.
Because I can
I
this
just
month,
got paid, yeah.
Yeah, if you budget correctly, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
what I'm learning, honestly.
Yeah.
No.
But that's definitely a guilty pleasure because you feel some type of way afterwards.
Yes.
You're like, dang, I just...
I have my next one is one that you also have, so maybe we can talk about it together. I have YouTube vloggers or vlogging in general. I don't know what you have when you're watching vlogs.
Watching vlogs, yeah.
I love watching vlogs. It's a guilty pleasure because they're so like dumb half of the time, or not dumb, but you're literally just watching somebody walking around with the camera.
It's like
shopping
like real.
on Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, like real life.
Yeah, but it's like someone else's life.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a more complicated topic, but I feel like as humans we're already like drawn to people and people's lives and talking about them. So watching vlogs makes it so much easier because they're literally exposing it to the internet, so you can just watch it. Yeah. So YouTube vlogs. What do you got to say about that?
I watch not a lot of American vlogs. I watch a lot of vloggers in the Philippines.
That's cool.
And most of them are comedians, and most of them are queer, and they're hella funny.
That's good.
Like, they're so funny. Yeah, I mostly watch them just doing pranks to each other, like challenges,
one of those.
like those type of vlogs.
Yeah, like YouTube couples. Do you have those or no?
Yeah, like husband and wife, and they just
those.
prank other people.
Yeah, so cute.
And then the other side of the vlogs that I love watching are travel vlogs. Just these vloggers going to country by country and just exploring, showing the country, their experience, sharing their experiences.
That's fitting for you.
And food vloggers specifically. I watched this guy, his name is Mark Weens, and he just travels and explores the food in countries, cities, and whenever you watch it, you would feel so hungry while watching it.
I never watched like vlogs specifically for food, so maybe I'll get into that.
I love it. It's like
interesting.
He showcases like street food in different countries, and
it's so cool.
Africa, Asia, Europe, like he goes everywhere.
That's so cool. Imagine having that as a job.
Exactly.
Just travel to eat.
And watching vlogs, it really inspires me to vlog myself. But whenever I try, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I took it for granted for sure. I used to make fun of vloggers, and then, I mean, we tried on your birthday, but in general, I've tried, and it's
like, I haven't even started editing that vlog from January. Because it's a lot of work. And it's like, there's a lot of thinking that needs to go to it.
I feel you.
Like a lot of planning, a lot of logistics, like what music do I want to put? Like, all of that design stuff. Like, it's a lot. It's a whole lifestyle.
If it's like your income, then you're thinking like, will the audience like this? Will I get enough views and things like that? I can't even, that sounds so stressful. But yeah, I think that's all I have on vlogs. I love them. I love like watching families on YouTube.
Yeah.
I love watching beauty vlogs, just all kinds really. It's a good way to spend your time when you're feeling like doing nothing. You're just watching them live their life.
And I feel like it is considered a guilty pleasure because I definitely know some people who are like, oh my God, why are you so invested in these other people's lives? Like, why are you just watching them?
Why not?
And right,
it
like,
ain't
why
doing
not?
No harm.
Exactly.
I mean, it becomes a problem if you start comparing yourself.
That's true.
Like, you want to live that lifestyle, but you can't. Then it becomes a problem. But if you're like chill about it and you just genuinely like their content, and you aspire to be like them, but you're not like competitive about it, then go for it. Why not?
Totally agree with that.
Well, next?
My next one, I don't know which one to say. I guess listening to music on repeat.
That's a good one.
Like, I
I do that too.
really don't have a diverse set of music on my playlist. It's really just when I'm in a phase of, say, like Harry Styles phase, I would listen
All
to
year
that
round.
like all year round or like all month long. And then when I hear a new music that I really like, I would start playing that again all over and over and over again. And right now, because RuPaul's Drag Race, I am obsessed with it. And season 14 is currently airing this season. And now I've been listening to RuPaul songs on repeat.
Oh, I didn't know RuPaul had songs. Is that
Oh,
ignorant
he
of me?
does have a lot of songs.
Is it good?
It's like,
I mean, I'm assuming.
they're really catchy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Is he Beyonce? Like, I don't know. But the songs are catchy. He always features like the top 4 drag queens at the end of the season. They do a remix with the song of his. And I listen to those. It's so catchy. The drag queens like come up with their own verses and raps, and
That's
I
cool.
love it.
Okay, that
I keep
sounds
listening
fun.
to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. I
Sure.
guess I could just jump in and say that I have the same guilty pleasure. I didn't think about that one, but my boyfriend actually, oh man, he calls me, this has been an ongoing nickname for many years now. He calls me disco rayado, which means broken record.
Oh my
And
god.
it's literally, I mean, for 2 reasons. One, because I always repeat myself and I don't shut up. And 2, because I always listen to the same song over and over again. And he makes so much fun of me because when I'm obsessed with one song, I will not stop listening to it for a whole week.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
Definitely.
I get really obsessed. But I feel like that's a good thing because then you really get to know that song. You learn the lyrics.
And then you get sick of it after.
And then
a
you
while.
get sick of it, and then you move on to the next one.
Yeah.
C'est la vie, you know? Such is life. It'd be like that. But yeah, I definitely have that guilty pleasure.
That's how I felt about Cold Heart by Dua Lipa. It's
I don't know that one.
featuring Elton John. And
Oh,
it's been
what?
playing.
What a
It's
collab.
been playing on the radio, and I downloaded it on my phone, and it's like I've been listening to it for the
Non-stop.
past few months. And then I kind of stopped now because I got sick of it.
How does it go?
Um,
Come on, don't be
it's
shy.
like cold heart. That's it, everyone. Thank you for listening to What's Up 20. Do not
so
ever
funny.
put me on the spot ever again. We're
Cold heart.
gonna lose listeners. If you do that again, we're gonna lose some listeners.
No, I was actually curious because I don't think I've heard it. I mean, I don't listen to Dua Lipa.
It's like a disco.
Elton
like
John, what an
techno.
interesting collab, for real.
Yeah,
I
and
love
I'm
Elton
pretty
John.
sure it's a remix of his original song.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna listen to it and I'll give you guys a review next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, singer. Ooh, my bad. You gotta
anyway,
switch careers.
go ahead. It's
Okay.
a rap for Beyonce. Anyway.
My next one is stalking celebrities. Actually,
Oh.
I'm pretty ashamed of this one.
Absolutely.
Stalking celebrities and doing research about their like life story. That's literally.
Wait.
Do you do that too?
Yes.
I love it. Like just in general, I do this, but when I watch let me just give you an example of something that happened recently.
Oh my
Too
God.
Hot to Handle, you know that show on Netflix? It's a
Yes,
reality
but
show.
I didn't watch it.
Anyway, and then afterwards, whenever I'm done with those reality shows, I go on their Instagrams and I just do crazy stalking, and I go on their
I mean, who doesn't?
on their
you know?
Wikipedia, and I'm like, where were you born and who are your parents? What language do you speak? What's your life story? That's literally me all the time, and
I can relate.
it's fun. Again, it goes back to the wanting to know people's lives, through Wikipedia or
That
through
is
vlogging.
definitely a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, but we don't do it with any harm, so
Right.
it's fun.
Like
Yeah.
I've been really into Andrew Garfield. I love you, Andrew Garfield.
Did you do some stalking?
And then I would search up things like, does Andrew Garfield have a girlfriend right now? Like, who is Andrew Garfield's exes?
we need to see what they look like so
I
we can
need
look
to
like
see-
them in the future. Got it.
Like, I need to know what his type is.
I'm so done with you.
Like, yeah, that's a go-to pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad I
Like,
brought that one up. It
knowing their
really-
personal lives. Like, is Tom Hardy still married to his wife?
Damn, you and this marriage obsession. I guess you're open
Whoa.
for
Whoa.
you're open for business over here.
Um,
No, that's a really good one. Yeah, I do that
Yeah.
all the time. I mean, I love doing it with reality shows because I'm like, these people were not celebrities, and now they're celebrities. Let me hear about your past a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
it's intriguing.
Do you want to go next, or I can go?
Well, my last one kind of ties in with like celebrity gossip and like stalking celebrities,
Mhm.
which is social media.
Yes.
I spend hours and hours on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. What else is out there? I don't
Do you
even
have
know.
Snapchat?
I actually deleted my Snapchat
Yeah,
Like,
I don't see you as
a couple
Snap
years
person.
ago. Like it's just useless now
I
because
feel like,
Instagram has the same feature.
literally, yeah. I don't use it anymore either. But a lot of my friends do, which is weird. Or not? No, it's not weird, guys. Do you?
Yeah,
But I don't know. I
because I realized
don't
I
seek.
I have all these social media apps and I'm like I need to offload some of it because I just can't.
Yeah,
like, just
same. I
too
deleted
much.
Snap. Not my account, but I deleted them.
Yeah, but
The
that's my
app.
guilty pleasure. Like I know there's a setting thing on your phone where it tells you how many hours you spent on your phone this week or
Mhm.
this day.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a lot. Like it says like, oh, you spent 13 hours on your phone
13?
today.
Alfonso Mateo.
Like
For
that.
real?
Okay, I don't remember exactly, but things like that.
13
Like,
is a lot. I think the max I've ever spent was like 7 hours, which is a lot too if you think about it.
yeah.
That's a whole work shift pretty much.
Yeah.
And that was when I
it's
was
like-
moving and like doing crazy decoration research.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a whole other discussion because, like, how can we stay away from using our phones?
Mhm.
How can we stay away from social media when it's so vital nowadays
Yeah.
to everything, to businesses,
To communicate
to your
with people.
friends? I don't know, updates. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's like the way now.
Yeah.
It's like the standard basically.
But think back when we didn't have it. What were the alternatives then?
Exactly. Like, you would really have to go out in person and,
Yeah.
or dial up on the telephone,
Right.
like a landline. And
Yeah.
yeah, social media it's
It's
complex.
that's a good way to describe it. It's both good and bad.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to that point that I made. As long as you don't compare yourself and you don't try
Mhm.
to live like that person, then you're good.
Yeah.
But
But also it becomes toxic and definitely a guilty pleasure when you just spend, like I said, like maybe 10 to 13 hours
yeah, and then you have no
on your
social
phone.
life.
Like
and you're
what
just, like, on your
what
phone.
were you doing? Like you can be doing other things that are
Yeah.
beneficial other than scrolling on your phone.
And I mean, that's bad for your eyes too, and your
Yeah.
fingers. They're saying that Gen Zs or just people in general who are now in the technology world, we're gonna develop like a hand
Oh my
syndrome
God.
because our fingers are
I feel like I saw an article.
yeah,
talking
and
about
also
that.
our back. I'm constantly on this podcast. If you watch it, I'm constantly
no,
going like
I'm
this
constantly doing that.
because our backs from looking down on our phone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have it. I'm developing a little like thing here on my back,
God.
and it's only gonna get worse
That's
from
like
here.
high-key scary.
Yeah. Anyway, enough of the. Let's get lighthearted again. Because here's my next one.
What is it?
Trader Joe's mini cone ice cream. Very specific.
Oh, really? I've never had
Oh my God. See, I just finished mine. Otherwise, I would give you one when you came over. But Trader Joe's, I mean,
Dang.
Trader Joe's in general sponsor me. You really need to open up a location in Central
Is
Square.
it
I'm just
good?
saying because you really make a lot of business here. But yes, the mini cone, they're like this big, Alfonso. Literally.
What's the flavor of the ice cream?
They have chocolate chip, chocolate, and vanilla, I think.
Mm.
But it's like chocolate. The cone is chocolate.
Yeah.
and the end has that little chocolate portion. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
drumsticks.
I've seen those before.
And it's so good. And here's the catch: they're like less than 100 calories each, and they're so good. I could be wrong.
But how many cones is in a box?
Like 10 maybe, or 8.
Like 1,000 in total,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Oh damn! When you put it that
Give or
way.
take.
Yeah. But I got that from my mom. My mom loves them, and then I got pretty depressed and I started eating them, and then I was like, oh shoot, this is actually really good.
That just
And
brought up a guilty pleasure of mine. But continue.
I'm still obsessed with them. And yeah, if you ever go to Trader Joe's, get those. They're really good.
Okay, I'm gonna get you those for your birthday.
Ice
Mini-
cream? Damn, give me something else.
Mini cones.
I'm joking. Yes, I would love that. Get me a stock of them,
Um,
and you'll forever be my friend.
Noted.
What sparked in your mind?
That's for you. It's the ice cream mini cones. Mine is the lemon meringue pie.
Oh, well. Are we going there now?
That's a guilty pleasure. Definitely a
is.
guilty pleasure. The lemon meringue pie
From
from
Flour.
Flour Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yes, guys, I will say I'm giving myself credit on this one
Oh,
because
Yanka definitely. She
I
put
don't
me
know.
on.
I don't know if I should be proud of it or
Because
not.
I was like, lemon? Like, I'm not. I was never into lemon flavored things before.
Me neither.
Dead ass.
It changed
And then
my
you
life.
put me on, and I was like, oh my god. It's the perfect balance of lemony, zesty taste to like the sweetness of the meringue on top of it.
Okay, that's a good description.
Okay, chef.
Okay, you gotta
Put
go
me
on
on
those
chopped. Put me on chopped right now.
And the crust, like the part.
Oh my god.
It's so
the crust.
good. It's so crusty, as you could
The
imagine.
way it breaks apart inside your mouth, it's like
It melts right in.
it melts and it mixes with the lemon and the meringue. Oh my god. I had it. I literally had it yesterday.
You,
Wait, Tuesday. I had it Tuesday.
okay, we're about to catch some hands because I was here yesterday.
I had it
I wasn't
Tuesday.
invited.
And now I started trying every single lemon meringue
Everywhere.
pie or lemon meringue tart at every coffee shop that I go to.
Which one's
Like
your
Praline.
top favorite now?
Praline had a lemon meringue tart, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tangy, but nothing has topped Flour
Flour.
Bakery yet.
Flour is really good at what they do. I will
Oh
say.
my god. Now I want it.
Should we
But
go
I'm gonna
now?
feel so guilty afterwards.
But it's okay. We'll get it later, guys.
Oh my god, that is definitely like a top tier guilty pleasure of
Yeah.
mine as at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Life Alive? I put Alfonso on to
You put me on a lot of things around Central Square, I gotta
Yeah.
say. Life Alive also, is it a guilty pleasure? It's because it's healthy.
Yeah, it's
So I
good.
really don't feel guilty about it
That's
afterwards.
true. But the
I
money
feel
that we spend
great
there,
afterwards. Because I'm like, ooh, I just ate some quinoa with kale. I would not eat that from
regular
other
day,
places.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty about the money that I spend there, but other
Oh,
than that,
I
I'm
feel
good.
guilty about spending money anywhere.
Look at that. I actually have that here somewhere. Do I?
What?
Do I? Spending money? Yes. Actually, I have being broke, lol. It's
Is
I
that
say-
a guilty pleasure?
no, but if you think about it in
just
the
guilt.
context that, yeah, that I spend so much money that I feel guilty about it. And yeah, it's a guilty pleasure.
another one that I can relate to.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Are you done with yours? Because I can just go down my list
just
real quick.
keep giving yours, and I'll say if I can relate to them.
Oh, these are very specific things.
Yeah.
But we already mentioned all the topics that they fall under. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The categories. Laying on the couch and doing absolutely nothing. That
Yeah.
falls into, I mean, just being lazy in general. I feel like it's a guilty pleasure of mine because I like doing it, but I know I should be doing other things in my
Mhm.
life. Like, I should just go upstairs and work out, but here I am eating my Trader Joe's mini cone on the couch
Yeah.
with my cat.
I can definitely relate to that. It's been happening lately, especially on the weekends, where I have my laptop open, ready for me to like do some writing,
Yeah.
and my laptop just sits there on the armchair, and I just binge watch a random TV show
Yeah.
sitting on the couch, and I feel guilty about it because I'm like, I could have been productive today, all today and throughout the night, but I just watch a TV show.
But again,
But then I
it's
tell myself, I'm
okay,
like,
yeah.
you know what? It's okay to take a break.
Literally on your break, on your 48 hours
Exactly.
that we work really hard for.
Because
to
you
earn.
don't want to feel burnout because you're forcing yourself to write and write and
That's
write.
right.
Like, so sometimes you just have to like sit on the couch, lie on the couch, and just watch. But I've been reading books
You
this
have.
year, and I love it. And right now I'm reading My Policeman.
I need to get back into reading.
It's a queer story. Harry Styles is gonna play Tom in the movie. But anyway,
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to get into reading more. You've inspired me.
you really should. I think if you want to start, you need to pick a really interesting book that piques your interest and start from there. And I think,
I was gonna read the one that you recommended, something about midnight.
The Midnight Library.
Yeah.
That makes you reflect about
you
your
really
life
sold that one to me.
and what happiness means and what.
Do you have it?
I
The
do.
book?
I can.
Can I
if you want to
borrow
borrow it, I can
Okay.
let you borrow it.
That will be my first book of 2022.
But it lets you know, it like educates you about how many paths we have in life that we can take.
That's so interesting.
But anyway, that's a discussion for another
Episode. Yeah.
episode.
Maybe I'll read that book and we can have a discussion about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. My other guilty pleasure is cleaning, but it's not really. I think I was at this point down the list. I was just writing
Just
things.
writing down things.
But okay, here's why I feel guilty about cleaning. I'll make this brief. I am really OCD. Extremely. If you come to my house, things are in their place. If you sit on my chair and you don't push it in, I'm gonna do it for you. And things like that. If you misplace something in my house, I will fix it. And it's really annoying, and I realize it. Like, my boyfriend's actually staying with me for a few days. And it's been really interesting having him over because he's, like, doing all these things, that really bother me. But I'm really trying to control myself and say, it's okay, Yanka, it's okay. You just clean it after. But it does become a problem. And it's a guilty pleasure because I love cleaning.
Yeah.
I love cleaning. It makes me happy. It boosts my mental health. Like, I did it last night when I was feeling pretty terrible. I cleaned everything for a couple hours, and I felt great afterwards.
Nice.
So, is it guilty? I don't know. The guilty part of it is being annoying about it.
Yeah.
And always wanting to be perfect
Yeah.
and things like that. So, yeah, that's one of them.
I just thought of one.
Go ahead.
And
Tell
I
me.
cannot believe how I didn't mention this before. But drinking,
Oh, okay.
is that a guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, right? Because whenever, like, it's your friend's birthday, you guys are pre-gaming in an apartment and you're just taking shots after shots after
Oh my
shots.
God, you're making yourself sound like
I'm
got a
not.
drinking
I'm
problem.
not. I absolutely don't. Like, I literally don't drink unless there's an occasion.
Yeah, no, I attest
Like,
to
I
that.
definitely don't drink. I only drink when there's a birthday party.
I mean, let loose, once in a while.
Right. Or like a dinner with friends or family, like a cocktail.
Yeah. No, that's a really good
That's
one.
a guilty pleasure. But do I feel guilty? I really don't. Because I'm like, it's more like, well, is regret guilt? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
But when you wake up like hungover.
Or spending money on all those drinks. I mean, everything just ties
True.
back to money for me. But drinks
Yeah,
are expensive.
yeah.
That's why I built my own bar cart at home. 'Cause, I'm not spending $15 on a drink.
Right.
And I guess the actions that come from that,
Oh, yeah,
depending on the
when you're
scenario.
drunk. Yeah.
Or when you're a little,
Yeah.
loosey-goosey.
Yep. I'm not gonna talk about that.
We could have a whole episode.
But
Yeah,
drinking,
Same, honestly.
partying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially I think in college, a guilty pleasure back then would be clubbing, partying. Because like if you have a deadline the following week and you're partying all weekend long, like,
That's true. That's a good
you
point.
would definitely feel guilty for partying and not writing that essay that's due on Monday.
But you still do it.
But you still
somehow.
do it because
Yeah.
it's college. I mean,
You always get things done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think I relate to that.
Yeah.
I'm in college too. My senior year. I was very active in that department.
In that scene.
Yes, in that scene. But now I've slowed down, and it's a pandemic. So.
Old and wrinkly.
Honestly, yes, it feels that way.
And the pandemic.
Yeah, but
It makes
this
you
summer,
it makes you feel extra guilty.
Yes.
Because it's like COVID and like.
Yeah. Like,
And like
well,
you're
I
out
guess
here partying with
we
other
could talk
people.
about hanging out with friends during COVID. That's a guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Especially
good one.
in the peak of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard not to see people.
Yeah.
That's one thing this pandemic taught me is that. And I think I'm going to live with that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I have other ones, but as you guys can tell, they're not really making sense. Like,
Yeah.
they make sense, but
And I feel like
it's not, I don't know.
we can ramble on, and there's a lot of guilty pleasures out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we just sit here all day, like we're gonna keep thinking of one that pops into our
Because we're only
minds.
human, and humans
Right.
have guilty pleasures, and we make mistakes,
Right.
and we learn from them,
Yeah.
and then we keep doing them.
Exactly.
You know, that's life.
I don't know. We just wanted to talk about we wanted to share our guilty pleasures because I know someone out there feels the same way for some of the things that we talked about.
We're raising awareness to all who feel guilty about their
Yes.
guilty pleasures, that it's okay.
That you shouldn't really feel guilty about it.
We only live once.
Because at the end of the day, life is short. It happens in a blink of an eye. And then the next thing you know, you're about to go.
Wow. Well, that's a great
You're
way
about
to
to
end
go.
today's podcast.
So drink that, get that bubble tea.
Get that. Shop on Amazon, you know. Actually,
Right.
that's one that I didn't mention. I shop on Amazon a lot.
Sit on that
So good.
couch.
Yeah. Cuddle with your cat all day, you know, and don't do anything with your life.
Do it because, yeah, like I said, these
YOLO.
pleasures, if it makes you feel happy and brings you some
Form of
what's that?
serotonin.
Yeah, serotonin, then don't feel guilty about it, honey. Keep doing it. As long as you're not harming anyone.
Yes.
Like
Let's make that clear.
yes.
Yes. Only yourself, but in a non-physical way.
Yeah.
Hopefully. All right.
That's it.
If you heard, today is clearly a gloomy day.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
But if you can relate to some of the guilty pleasures that we talked about, or if you want to tell us what your guilty pleasure is, tell us.
Comment.
How? I don't know.
You can comment on our video podcast.
Yeah. You know what?
can
Follow
DM
us
me.
on our social media. On
Yeah.
Instagram, I will follow you back. I follow back people.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it looks spammy. Like, I'm not going to follow you. But I'll follow you back. My Instagram is at Darth, DARTH, as in Darth Vader. Darth Fonso, FONSO.
Okay, I
That's
guess I'll
my
give mine
Instagram.
too.
Darth Fonso.
Mine is at YANKAPETRI, Yonka Petri. Pretty boring. I should probably change that because it's
No, I love it.
very
It's
easy
so
to find.
unique.
Yeah, but it's too
I don't know
easy
any
to find.
Yanka in the world.
I do.
Mm.
My cousin. Long story. But anyway, you guys, it's been real.
Yes.
We'll be back next week.
Thank you for listening. I hope you're indulging in some type of pleasure this weekend.
Yes.
And just go ahead and live your life.
Eat that ice cream.
Yes.
And actually, if you buy that ice cream, let me know how you like it because it's so good.
Yeah.
You, Fonzo,
Period.
and everyone.
Period.
All right.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
Peace.
I'm going to play the
Deuce.
outro music
Boom,
now.
boom.